In this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about sucker punching. I did another video where I was talking about somebody grabbing you like this and then pretending to sucker punch you. And I think there was some confusion in that. So what I meant is when somebody does this, that's kind of your indicator to go ahead, strike, something's about to happen. Obviously, if somebody's here and then all of a sudden they just come up and hit you, that's probably the sucker punch more or less what a lot of you are thinking. So for something like that, if you get sucker punched, there really isn't a defense against that because you're not going to see it coming. By the time you do see it coming, the chances of you actually being able to really block it or hit it or anything is going to be extremely difficult because you're not going to have enough time to react. So what I'm going to suggest is you have a personal space as a boundary. If I'm here, I'm within reach. If I'm back here and I'm over here, I'm now out of reach. I'm at a safe distance. So a lot of it is just making sure that if somebody's in your space, stand like this. I try not to stand like this because then my arms are locked in place. So if anything, I kind of keep my hands here. This way, if I need to, I can move back. I can here. I can push off if I need to. If I need to hit first, I can hit. I can hit. My arms are free to do that. What I would be kind of careful of doing is if somebody does get in your space, kind of come in like this, because now what that's going to do is that's going to kind of ramp up that energy and you might actually escalate the situation. So if somebody is in your space, just go you can put your hands up like this, you can come here like this, take some steps back. If somebody's, saying a whole bunch of stuff, just try to turn and walk away, because if you do end up getting into a fight and win, lose, if something happens during it, they could sue you, you can end up going to court. If they fall and they hit their head and something really bad happens, there's a lot of consequences to fighting that I don't think people always think about. Fighting should not be your first goal. So if you can de-escalate the situation by going hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. Even if you didn't do anything wrong, just trying to de-escalate it and bring it back down. Or even just walking away. If somebody sits there and says oh, you're a coward, you're a wimp, they're just words. It doesn't matter. It's better than either getting jumped or getting sucker punched, or let's say you're able to beat the guy that you're fighting, but now he has friends. So now you got to deal with all that. And when you start getting more numbers, the likelihood of you defending yourself goes down really quick. So the best thing you can always do is try to de-escalate the situation.